scholars and students, teachers and trainers, professors and professionals, listeners and learners, those who are watching, listening about nature. We are watching natural Nazara in this month, how lush greenery is showing its shining. It's the natural shining of the nature that is being praised and appreciated by Dr. RKM. Dear friends, our Indian scholars and learners, those who are studying in the different universities, Harvard, Cambridge, Oxford. This is the natural law. This is the true beauty of nature that creates humanity and humility. It makes us compassionistic, sympathetic. Dear friends, it is sad and red in our all holy religions of this holy land. Our creators of the different religions, those who came first on this Indian land, those who spent their time with nature. This nature nurtured them, treated them, and guided them to do something different, finer and nicer in this world. Every man's birth is special on this earth. How? Because man's duty is to think for the welfare of humanity and society, which is the true aim, which is the true objective of all our personalities. Dear friends, time and again, we are placed on this earth to do greater, finer and nicer. William Wordsworth, who is known as the poet of nature, worshipper of nature, who spent his whole time with nature and expressed his ideas to her sister, Dorothy Richardson. He says that these worldly people may cheat, defeat, and deceive you anytime, but this is only the nature. This is in natural objects by which our human body is made. Basically, 5 elements: air, fire, soil, sky, and water. These 5 elements become the helper in showing the glimpse of God. Among them, our human body, which is composed by 5 elements, and a man can feel the existence of Lord. Our social reformists, free thinkers, freedom fighters, starters, beginners, initiators, those who came first on this land in the form of astrologer, astronomer, messengers, freedom fighters, free thinkers, their aim, objective was to do something better, nicer, finer for the surroundings. Dear friends, our Indian culture is known by sacrifice, is known by patience, selfless in all the professions. We can bring name, fame, and glory of this nation. Dear friends, our aim should be to do, to think nicer and finer. Whenever, wherever our Indian scholars, youngsters have anxieties, worries, then they must spend their time with this nature. This is the natural beauty you are watching in India. This natural beauty provides us the glimpse of peace of mind and tranquility of heart. Time and again, personalities like Gautam Buddha, who started Buddhism, Mahavir Swami, who started Jainism, time to time in our Hindu culture, Shri Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj, who started Sikhism, Lord Rama, Lord Krishna, these were the personalities. These were not less than the inventors and innovators because they were the founders of the lifestyles. They told us how do we spend our time satisfactorily. In this present time, we can read a rich literature of our social reformists, social inventors and innovators. In this modern technology, electronology and digitalogy, everyone is busy in research, and foundation. It has become their true aim. But what is the true research? What does the mean of true foundation? That is to be obtain and attain salvation and emancipation while spending our time in this world. Our aim should be to bring selfless acts for the humanity. Dear friends, you are watching natural Najara on this earth. Swami Vivekananda. Everyone knows about this name. This name is not the name of a common man, a man who brought revolutionary and visionary change in the minds of our youngsters, scholars, learners. When he went in the USA in 1893, he told to the people, to the worldly people, by messaging that, dear friends, listen carefully, my brothers and sisters of the America. These were the two words commonly used by this social reformist. But this broadcasted, spreaded out the message of Indian culture. These two words in the minds of different peoples of the different universities, those who were studying in the research and foundation scholars all over the world in Cambridge, Harvard, Oxford, different research universities, different religious institutions, where this message was preached by Swami Vivekananda for creating the energy in our youngsters, our youth, our Indian scholars and learners. Basically, these are known by newnesses, and this is the right time for the recreation, regeneration, reoperation of our Indian scholars. This was the message which was given by Swami Vivekananda when he went to the USA in a religious conference. There were numberless personalities from the world of science, commerce, arts, engineering. He addressed them by saying that return to the Vedas. Return to the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. These are the basics of our Indian culture. These are the fundamentals of our Indian culture. And it created the foundation, a great revolutionary, visionary change when he produced this message to the worldly people. Dear friends, further he analyzed that sometimes some persons think that what's the meaning of success? He analyzed it and depicted it through his words that success means not only the destination, success means not only the destination and platform, but success means continuity, regularity, the objective aim of life that we have decided to do something better, nicer, finer for our society. We are to keep it on unrelentingly, unceasingly, and even unstoppingly. Swami Vivekananda, who messaged the people by saying that one idea, one nation, one man can bring revolutionary change because it is the power of one in all and all in one. Time to time we see, we observe, there are so many evidences we see in the history. Some persons brought worldly changes just by changing their thought, just by changing their one idea. So how a one man cannot bring positive changes in our economy, society, politics, and in this present scenario? Dear friends, those who are studying in the different universities and busy in doing research, our Indian scientists, scholars, learners, and those personalities who belong to the field of ministry, I would like to say that they must adopt the path of selflessness and they must be true for their actions. What actions presented by Swami Vivekananda to us for bringing this great change in the field of sports, in the field of agriculture, industry, means of communication, means of transportation, even in all the fields of economy, our India is growing. In the presence of our present Prime Minister, providing numberless programs for creating skills in our youngsters. This talent, manner, style, and skills can be recreated, regenerated for operating a good census of our nation. Dear friends, online programs that we are consuming, entertaining nowadays, social media, YouTube, Facebook, Google sites, websites that we are running and we are enjoying all these online programs at home. This is the great technique, revolutionary change. If this is the speed, this is the highest speed of our mind, then how is the maker of this mind? We must research on it. This is the field of research for us to be a true researcher. How is the flight of this soul? Because our Indians feel the presence of Lord in air, fire, soil, sky, and water. These are the five elements of nature, and every Indian feel presence of Lord in these five elements. Even where there is no availability of these five elements, God does exist there. And Swami Vivekananda proved, advocated, appealed to the worldly people that God does exist even in lightless and soundless places of the world. So dear friends, this was the innovative and inventive method. Still now everyone is wishing to visit our tourist places in India because of its culture, its variations in different fields of climates. So it is the unique incomparability of our Indian culture that we have unity in diversity. There are so many varieties, variations, adversities we have in our nation. In the field of nature, if we watch, observe, there are different colors, many colors, size, shape, figure of the plants, birds and animals. Likely that God has created different varieties and variations in the human life. So this is the unique feature of our Indian scholars, Indian land, which was broadcasted by our present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji everywhere all over the world by presenting the great message of Swami Vivekananda when our India adopted the path of spiritualism. This is the truth of science and spirituality. This is the truth of science and spirituality. Basically, our Indian scholars say that we are studying science subject, but our old religions that was started by the different religious innovators, they were not the less than the inventors. They were also the discoverers and inventors of the humanity. So dear friends, this was the great message that should be attained by our every Indian scholar to do something better, finer and nicer. There are some scholars you are watching here in this school. I would like to ask about nature. Please tell me something about nature. कैसे लग रहा है nature?
अच्छा लग रहा है.
Appreciate some words, say about nature. Speak some words on nature. What is your name? Ankush. Ankush, which class are you studying now?
9th.
You are studying in 9th class. Where is your school?
Government Senior Secondary School.
Government Senior Secondary School. Okay. Is it in India? Are you Indian? Okay. Appreciate and admire the nature, please. How nature gives us everlasting soothing effect of our mind and heart. How it helps in doing study. How do we appreciate the nature?
क्या सर?
Appreciate. Say some words in appreciation of this nature.
सर नहीं है.
Means it's okay. You are feeling pleasuresome means you are happy in the atmosphere, environment of this greenery. Really, you are watching, your face is showing that you are very happy. It's good. Dear friends, our Indian culture it says that God does exist on the earth, in the sky, in the ocean, in the air. So we feel the presence of Lord, presence of God. How we can imagine the flight of our soul? It can be observed from our Indian scholars. It can be examined, evaluated from our Indian learners. Dear friends, how can I appreciate? Words fall short in praise of this appreciation of this nature. This nature automatically and spontaneously makes us able to define, to describe its varieties, because God itself has created so. So dear friends, what's the true method of learning for our Indian students? It is said that our downloadings, copying, imitating, these are the inferior kind of learnings. But it means not that we are not to learn. From the learning methodologies, we are to adopt imaginative technology. We should imagine, we can imagine the unchangeable things. It is rightly said that how a man can bring change in the unchangeable. As per the analysis and observation of our philosophy, it is said that we feel the presence of Lord in unread, unspoken, unwritten, unlearned. So it is rightly said by John Keats as well. He told in his literature that unheard music is more sweeter than heard. So, dear friends, the best technology that should be adopted by our Indian scholars, that is imagination. If someone is having the power of imagination, He can think about his past, about its present and future, and he can analyze a lot of things by imaginative things. And it is rightly said that the speed of light, the speed of sound is less than the speed of imagination. When our mind starts imaginating for something, it becomes the greatest qualitative and natural speed of the thoughts. How our mind starts thinking, speaking, reading, writing, and listening. It's a great methodology, and this method needs a concentration of the scholar. When a scholar concentrates upon the energy of the ideas and thoughts, his mind starts working and tasking on that work. This is the way of imagining the things. These are the common concepts that make our mind able to speak, read, write, and learn English naturally without any artificiality. So, while becoming a true scholar of English learning, we must spend our maximum time with nature, and we are to get up early in the morning between 2 to 5. Between 2 to 5, if any scholar, sportsman, student gets up, then this nature provides a lot of oxygen to our mind, to our heart, and to our lungs that helps us to create concentration, our memory power, self confidence. And it is said that soul power and self confidence is the key to success. It is rightly said that, but practically and fundamentally, if we want to be the true follower of all these things, then we must spend our 24 hours with an ideal routine, and we are to adjust and manage our time according to the different activities that should be pre-decided by our mind to do something better, nicer, and finer. Thanks, all of you, those who are watching, listening, and learning. I expect you are to spread this truth of science and spirituality for liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. I thank all of you. Dhanyavad. Thank you. What's your name?
Abhishek.
Your name is
Abhishek.
Abhishek. Okay, Abhishek, where do you live? Where do you live? In India. I live in India. Okay. What is your standard? What is your class?
Hi.
You are in 8th class. Okay. What's your school name?
राजकीय उच्च माध्यमिक विद्यालय तंदूरवाली.
Okay. How is your school? आपका स्कूल कैसा है?
अच्छा है.
Okay. You learn a lot of English words in your school. आपके schools में आपका who is your favorite teacher? Who is your favorite teacher? Okay, you don't want to explain it? Okay. कब से पढ़ रहे हैं आप? When did you start your study in this school?
4 साल से.
Before 4 years you started studying here. And what do you expect from this school? How many percentage did you get last year? कितने परसेंट मार्क्स लिए थे आपने?
42.
कितने परसेंट लिए थे? 42%. Okay, 42% you got. Which sports, which game do you play in this school? कौन सा गेम खेलते हैं?
क्रिकेट.
Cricket. Okay. At what level you have played cricket? At what level you have played cricket? कौन से लेवल तक खेले हैं आप क्रिकेट? Okay, friendly you play. You play friendly always, daily. Okay, very good. You what's your school time daily? You come here at what time? What time you come in school? What time, beta?
7:30.
At 7:30. 7:30 to 2 p.m. You stay in the school for studying. Very good. And evening time you spend in playing game. Very good. Thank you. Yes, all of you are enjoying sports study in this school. Very good. Nice to meet all of you.